You know, beloved, in the Bible, in Philippians chapters 4 and verse 6, tells us something very specific and also something very profound on how to carry forward or conduct our lives. And it says in Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6, it says to be careful for nothing, but in everything with prayer and supplication with thanksgiving make your requests be known unto God. So what that is actually telling us is that prayer is like writing code. So when it comes to your life, if you want a desired outcome in your life, you must pray. So your prayers program your future for success or for your expected or desired outcomes in every single aspect of your life. And so if we take a look at our computers, our cell phones, our devices, they all respond to us in a very specific fashion. They respond to the commands that we give them based upon what they were actually programmed to do. And so therefore, you must understand then, beloved, that when you pray, you are writing the code for your future, that your future would respond to your desires in that favorable way that you want to happen on your behalf. So the less we pray, that means we are not putting the command into our future for our, we are not writing the code for our future so that our future will respond the way that we desire it to respond to us. So this is why we are counseled to be careful for nothing. In other words, pray for everything in your life. Pray for every day of your life. And just don't say, Lord, thank you for the day. Praying for your day means this is the way you want your day to go. This is what you would like to achieve in your day. This is with the way you want things to happen for you and to you in your day. This is your desired outcome. So if you want a desired outcome in your life, for your day, for the month, for the year, you program that through prayer, because you're now enlisting the power of God and the will of God on your side. And so therefore, this is why when it comes to praying, beloved, we must make sure that we cover all of our bases, or we cover our life in prayer, because what we are actually doing is writing the code for our future. And once that code is written in prayer, when we come to that future point of time and it becomes our present reality or our present now, we know then what is going to happen. So what I do when I am traveling as an evangelist and a missionary, my family, we travel extensively. And so what we do, and this is how we have always proved it, what we do when we are traveling, we pray that we get to the airport in time and on time, that we check in time and on time, and that we receive no hassle from the airline attendant, no hassle from the immigration, no hassle from the customs, that the plane will not have any delays, that our bags will not be lost, that the journey will be a smooth one, that there will not be a lot of turbulence or none at all, that our takeoff, our flight and our landing will be safe, and then we will enter our destination airport, that we are not going to receive any hassle from the immigration or the customs, that no one is going to put anything in our bags or take anything out of it, and that the person that are going to pick us up from the airport will be there in time and on time, and that we will not have to wait for any protracted period of time, and that we will reach to our destination safely, that we will not get into any accidents, that no one will rob us, and that if we need to eat, that we will go to a nice place to eat, or that we will get food that we like to eat. We pray for every aspect of our journey. This is our practice, because what we have realized is that prayer is writing code for our future. So when we get up to the desk at the airline, and those of you who travel, you know the drama of travel. You know that what you have to face most is not simply safety issues, but people's attitudes. So little do they know that I pray for their attitude before I meet them, so that when I interact with them, my interaction with them is smooth. And I can remember this one instance. We were going to the airport, I believe we were in Trinidad, and we came and every bag was overweight, and so it was like, yes Lord, this is money that we have to pay. But hear what? Father in heaven, I pray that you will carry us to the right attendant who will not hassle or trip over the 2 and the 3 and the 4 pounds that we were over in our bags, and that they would just allow us to go free, because we have had people that tripped. We have had people that stressed over 2 pounds overweight and 3 pounds overweight, and they make you open that thing up and they make you strip it right down, and then they weigh the handbag that you put them in or you transfer them to, and they say no, you gotta pay, because they just came to work to make you pay. And we were in this line in Piarco International Airport, and the person that was next and their booth was open, we were going to them, and they had a sour look on their face, and they looked up and they said stop, because they didn't call us, so we could only come if they called. And another lady appeared out of nowhere, and she entered the next booth and she called us. She said, no, you come family. And we came and we gave her our stuff, and it was like, don't worry, overweight, don't worry, come. Tag, boom. Never had to pay anything. Excellent. Prayer, beloved, is writing code for your future, because you're programming the outcome, and the outcome is exactly as I had desired, prayed, and believed. And this other time too, I was in England, and I was 65 pounds one bag and 50 something the next. So I had 2 bags traveling on Virgin Atlantic, and I prayed about what I wanted it to be for me, and that I would not have to pay for the overweight and only pay for the next bag. And I went up and I saw people that morning, the airline attendants, they were giving them licks, they were giving them trouble. And guess what, beloved? My prayer was that I would have gotten to the airport on time, which I did, and by the skin of my teeth, because and safely too, because the person that was taking me, they and I both were tired. We literally were falling asleep on the way, but I got there, and I checked in, and the line was long, and we are going through, and I'm seeing people, no sir, you're overweight, you have to pay, you're 5 pounds overweight, you have to do something with that weight. And I saw, and the woman that was giving people trouble as well, one of the ladies, I went up to her, I was all smiles, I was in the correct spirit, and I said, yes ma'am, good morning, I have an extra bag to pay for, and the other bag is overweight. All right, so, and immediately, this is what I told her. She said, okay, give me the extra bag, and I give her the extra bag. And she just, and the other bag was overweight, and both were overweight. She just charged me for the extra bag. To God be the everlasting glory. So in simple things like these, beloved, we have to have clarity to know exactly what we want, what would be our desired outcome, and then we pray that to God, because God can't answer a vague prayer, because He does not know what to give you. God has to know what to give you. So you have to write the code. So in writing code, you have to be clear on what you want. You have to be clear on what your desired outcome is, beloved. So the clearer you are, the more better in realization would be your desired outcome. Remember, prayer is writing code for your future. Blessings and peace.